Hello and welcome back to Cocktails with James. I'm James, your host, and today is actually a special episode. So, we are not doing episode 10. Episode 10 is coming next week because I have a very special sponsored episode coming out for you all to see and watch. And it's probably going to be the best episode that it's been and just how it looks. So, I'm coming to you from my kitchen at 10:30 at night because I've been editing this together. And funnily enough, I was hoping for this to be up and uploaded ready for tomorrow by this time. However, I was playing a family games night with my family. We played Articulate and I actually won with my niece, which was very competitive and got very aggressive. So I now have a headache. So today is all about the guests that I've had and a solo episode that I did. And I just wanted to celebrate some of the best bits and to really draw in how amazing that all these guests have been so far and how grateful and thankful I am that every single person has put some faith in me and has taken their time because everyone's so busy, everyone works, everyone does social media, everyone is super busy and taking their time to give me something to work with and to create over 10 episodes so far. And I couldn't be happier with how it's all gone, how everything is going, and it is a passion project of mine. I'm just so proud of myself and everybody else who has taken the time to do this, and I'm just really extremely grateful for everybody. So I can't say more than enough other than thank you for believing in me and helping me and being the best possible people ever in my life. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So anyone who is listening and watching, please do enjoy this episode. It is fun, light-hearted, warm. It does jump around a little bit in terms of who the guests are, so do listen out for whoever you want to listen out for, and please do enjoy. And like I always say, like, comment, subscribe, leave me a really good review, even send me a personal message on Instagram, whether that is my personal Instagram or to Cocktails with James Instagram, TikTok, whatever, even an email. All the information will be in the link in the description below, and it really will help me form the next set of episodes that I've got coming out. Episode 11 and 12 is already done, so they're all ready to go as well. I just would love more participation and more audience participation and to grow this podcast bigger than it already has gone over the past few weeks and to really cement myself as somebody who is a fantastic podcaster. So any advice is always going to be welcome. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. Please welcome back all the guests, and I can't wait for you to listen to the next episode 10 to come out next week. And I really urge you to watch it because it is shot in a studio and my little podcast fantasy became to life. In this episode, we sit down with Luke, the vibrant personality behind Luke Skin on TikTok. Known for his honest skincare reviews, aesthetic setups, and relatable content, Luke shares his journey as a skincare enthusiast and content creator, and we dive into topics like building a skincare routine, the intersection of skincare and self-care, and the unique experiences of being LGBTQIA++ in the beauty space. Hello and welcome, Luke. So I wanted to get Luke onto the podcast because he's a fellow skincare creator and quite fresh into the world of TikTok and Instagram in terms of creating and being a content creator, but also part of the community as well. So it's going to be a little bit about skincare, a little bit about the community, and just sort of who Luke is and how he's navigating the world of now being a creator and getting a lot of opportunities from all the skincare brands as well. So early on in.
Very true.
And how has that been?
Yeah, it's been good to be fair. Like I said, I started, I think it was literally the 1st of January.
Was it like a New Year's resolution?
It
Like,
was.
I'm going to start TikTok.
It was. I saw all over TikTok, people were like, 2025 is my year, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do you know what? I've just turned 30 at that point.
Amazing.
And I was like, I haven't got a lot going on. I know it sounds sad. I haven't got a lot going on in my life. I literally go to work, I come home, and that's it. So I'm like,
That's not a bad thing.
it's not a bad thing. And it's what most people do.
Yes.
But I'm like, I want something that actually gets me excited to do something for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been through like a skincare journey since I was probably in my teens because like acne, all the usual thing. So I've used quite a lot of skincare products over my time. I love watching skincare reviewers on, well, it was YouTube, but then obviously moved on to TikTok and things like that. So I thought, why not give it a go? The same thing. Every person needs to look after their skin.
Last one. Exfoliation isn't for men.
False. They're all myths.
All myths?
All myths.
They were all myths?
All myths. Not one sleigh.
No one
Not one sleigh to be had.
Can we come up with a sleigh?
Everyone should use skincare.
Sleigh.
Love
that. Also, exfoliation is great if... I'm going to say... Whenever I go for a hookup, I clean so much. Do you know what I mean? Like, I will exfoliate every area.
Do you?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't.
I do.
I'm there.
What, for exfoliating?
I don't exfoliate anything else.
Do you not?
Nothing.
If I see, I'm funny with smells and tastes.
Right.
If I'm going to meet somebody, I don't want to taste the fact they have not cleaned properly.
Oh no, no one wants that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I try and be as respectful as I can be and be extra clean. So if I cleanse in my face, I will cleanse everywhere else.
Yeah, I cleanse
Like a
everywhere else.
cleanser.
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean like a chemical exfoliant?
No. I won't chemical exfoliate the booty hole.
That's what I thought you were on about.
That's not going to happen. Absolutely not. But what I will sometimes use is a body scrub.
Oh.
It just helps.
I don't get on with body scrub, see.
Do you not?
No, my skin's quite sensitive.
To be fair, I only use body scrub for that area now.
Oh, fair.
If necessary.
That's fair.
But yeah.
And to be fair, there's only one person around that area for me, so I'm not too fussed.
Yeah, he's not too fussed. He can suffer.
He can deal with it.
Have you got any closing words in terms of people who maybe want to get into being a content creator, whether it's beauty, lifestyle, skincare, whatever they want to get into? What advice do you have for anybody who's maybe looking to just bite the bullet and go?
I think that's it. Just bite the bullet and do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I said, it literally got to me being 30 to think like, I want to start pursuing this. So, and I think if I didn't bite that bullet, I wouldn't sort of be where I am now and where I'm hopefully heading in the future. Like I said, I've had really good, gifted sort of collaborations and stuff so far. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing, and it's actually giving me a bit more of a purpose than, like I said, just going to like a 9-to-5 job, coming home and sort of doing nothing. So, yeah,
that's nice. That is nice that you can do that, and you've grown really well. How do you feel? How do you feel you've done?
I've done all right. I think. As far as you can always want more followers and want more views and things like that, and it's not always about that. It's about obviously you sort of enjoying it yourself and people, followers seeing that and sort of following you for that reason, the fact that you're enjoying what you're doing. 100%.
But it's hard if you're trying to niche down. Maybe you should niche up into something else for a little bit.
That's
maybe
what I'm
try
thinking.
And break the mold a bit.
I'm thinking maybe
you could literally still do skincare, but you could do it if your partner ever wanted to get on the camera. If you ever would, you could literally do like something a bit more fun, like with your partner.
Yeah, couples content.
I
don't think you would mind.
Would you not?
And I'd respect that.
I'd love to watch that. I'd love to watch your.
You'd be like.
It'd be funny though, because obviously it's contrasting, isn't it? So you always have those two people who are like, obviously the creator who's really up for it, and the other person who's just like,
oh god, is this done?
Yeah, that'd be really interesting. That'd be quite fun.
I'll have to ask him. You probably wouldn't, but
no,
who knows?
If he loves you, he will.
If you love me, you will.
We're telling you now.
Yeah.
Luke, where can we find you?
You can find me on TikTok and Instagram, Luke Skin, but it's got 3 E's after Luke.
Yes, I'm going to double check that is
Luke EEE.
Yeah, Luke EEE Skin on TikTok and Instagram.
And Instagram, yes, yep. Yes.
And for any brands that would like to contact Luke, because you bloody should, what is your email?
My email is... Christ, what is my email? Luke94 TikTok. Luke94 TikTok @gmail.com. It's in my bio.
Yes, in the bio on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
And last little thought, with dream collaboration. Paid, unpaid, whatever.
Dream collaboration. I have 2. So one would be a paid collaboration with Burrito. Just because I just love the product so much, and I genuinely do. So that would be a really nice authentic one to sort of get it in. And also prequel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine getting invited over to the States.
Oh, I'd love it, honestly. Prequel Skin. They've just come up with lip balm SPF lip balm, but they're clear or untinted. And because I've tried a few products from them now, I'm I really want to get a hold of these, but I can't unless it's through Glow Trend.
That was a big slay.
Big slay.
There's a little wave as well, didn't you?
I got it from Maddie Grace Jepson.
You do, don't you? Yeah.
Love you.
Love you. Love you. Okay, this is a good one. I hooked up with a really hot guy that I met online. Afterwards, he tried to pay me. Turns out he had a boyfriend and felt as though he wouldn't be cheating on me if it was transactional. I took the money. See no evil monkey emoji. Take that, mother fucking money, bitch. Take the money. If he's cheating on you, he's doing a bad thing. If you've made some coin by getting your zhuzh and letting this man do what he wants to do, that is absolutely fine. I'm going to lean in and tell you right now, I'm proud of you for taking the money. I am proud of you for allowing this man who has cheated, this low-life man who is, I'm sorry to say, scum of the earth, anyone who cheats, scum of the earth, to pay you. Take his money. Take all of his money. I appreciate that so much. What I don't appreciate is him cheating and then saying, because I've paid, it's not cheating. What is a prostitute? What is an escort? It's still cheating. If you are, I think, speaking to somebody, if you're in a relationship and you're flirting with somebody else, cheating. If you're kissing somebody else, cheating. Anything to do with giving attention to somebody else in a way that shouldn't happen in a relationship, to me, is cheating. So he's wrong, you're right. Take the money. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy with you. And the person who gave you the money and said this isn't cheating because I've paid you, I hope that boyfriend of yours is no longer yours. I hope you are so unhappily single. Oh, this is a good one. Let's see what we can say with this one. I've always been nervous about dating. I haven't been on many dates, but started to recently. I'm a decent guy, but I have been ghosted a lot. I've heard similar stories from other people. I've always been nervous about dating. I haven't been on many dates, but started to recently. I'm a decent guy, but have been ghosted a lot. I've heard similar stories from other people. I just don't get it. Why can't guys just say up front and be like, I'm sorry, I don't think it will work out. Now, I personally have been on both ends of this situation where I have technically ghosted and not ghosted, and it hurts either way. Like, it's not a nice thing to do, or it's not a nice thing to receive. I think part of the community is these standards that we live up to of the perfect person, the perfect body, the perfect face, the perfect hair, the perfect job, the perfect amount of money, whatever else that might be. And we live to these standards that we're never going to reach. And the sooner that we all realise that, the sooner we'll probably be more happier as a community and as people in hopefully happy and healthy relationships one day. Until that happens, ghosting is such a common thing. We all experience it. It's just a waste of time. I've experienced it a lot more recently, like happening to me. And that is why I'm taking a break from dating at this point in time personally, because it's soul destroying in a way, because you put time and effort into someone that you like, you build up some level of connection, you learn about each other, whether you do meet up or not meet up over text or whatever, and then all of a sudden they just go radio silent. You question so much about yourself as to why that has happened, and you question your self-worth, and that is something you should never do. Never question your self-worth over somebody who is ghosting you, because 9 times out of 10, what has happened is they've started speaking to somebody else and their attention's gone somewhere else. So it's not necessarily because you're not meeting their standards or whatever, but it doesn't even matter if you're not meeting their standards, because you will meet somebody's standards and someone will meet your standards, and you will be happy and healthy and happily married one day, hopefully with somebody you love. So don't worry too much about ghosting. Don't take offense to it. I guess maybe cherry pick a bit more who you speak to and who you invest your time in, and especially if you've always been nervous about dating and you haven't gone on many dates but you've started to recently. Like, it's almost like speed dating or an interview process. Sometimes not everything's right for the right person, and sometimes people don't want to say it, and that's okay. In my opinion, that's okay. If someone doesn't want to say fully that they're not interested, it's fine. Actions speak louder than words. So don't take it offensively. Don't say that. Please don't think that you are the problem. That is the main point of this section. Do not think you are the problem, because you are not. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of a partner. You are deserving of a happy life. You are deserving of finding somebody who will love you for who you are, regardless of looks, regardless of where your life has been, where your life is going. Somebody who will love you wholeheartedly for you, and that will happen. The people who ghost and ghost you, or who are ghosting, which I have done in the past, hold my hands up, they aren't the right person, and I think the fact that they ghost you is everything you need to know. And you are amazing, you are worthy, you are deserving. Anything that has happened, don't take it on board. Let it all go, and if it does happen a lot, take a break. Just find yourself, recenter yourself, figure out who you want, figure out what you want, figure out what you don't want, and take this as a lesson, nothing else, because it's going to happen a lot to all of us. It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like. Ghosting is so, unfortunately, common. Thank you so much for everybody writing in. That was quite a lot, actually. I was so surprised. They were just a couple of confessions, and I absolutely loved reading all of them. They were the ones I wanted to talk about over everything else. I've got a lot more coming up, so I'm going to be recording again tomorrow. So the ones I didn't speak about today, I will speak about tomorrow with a guest that I've got coming on, and they are going to be amazing at giving advice. I'm very sure and very excited for them to come on and get that out to you in the next few weeks. But again, thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for all the sharing and the caring. Thank you for writing in and being open and honest with these confessions, with these secrets of yours. I really do appreciate it. And again, it's all anonymous, but it's opening up in a way that allows me to share this to the world and give that advice out, and also, you know, give people a laugh along the way, which is what this is all about. So, in terms of like a nice little healing moment,
okay,
I'm going to come up with a nice little game for us and you to play. So, it's called Hot Girl Healing Game. Swipe left or swipe right.
Okay.
So, we're going to get you ready for a little bit of Tinder.
Oh my gosh.
Sound good?
Yeah, okay.
So, these are going to be dating scenarios or healing habits.
Okay.
So, would she go there or would she avoid?
Okay.
So that's you.
For me?
Yeah. So, and I'll say my piece.
Okay.
I feel like
and
I
left
should.
is no, right is yes.
Yeah, so you're going to be like, I swipe that right, absolutely, 100% me.
Okay.
Left is no go.
Okay.
Number 1.
Okay.
Ghosting your ex. Swipe left or swipe right? Depends the situation, obviously.
It does depend on situation. I feel like in order for you to heal, probably right.
Oh, and not ghost.
Oh no, sorry.
So left is obviously like no. Yeah,
I think sometimes it's got to be done.
You just rip the band-aid off, babes.
You won't heal.
You won't heal.
We're all about the healing.
You got to go to the ex. Yeah.
I just don't really know anyone who's got a good relationship with their ex.
I don't.
I know that.
Terrible.
Oh,
Funnily enough,
trauma,
talking of what left and right, we I don't know how we matched a few weeks ago on Tinder.
You willingly matched with him.
I don't know what happened. I must have, because I was in a swipe right moment, so I must have swiped on him and thought, oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And then a few days later, a match, his name popped up saying you have matched with so and so, and I thought,
did you feel sick to your stomach?
How the fuck has this happened? But the other part of me thought, obviously misses me.
Yeah,
I'm like, who wouldn't?
the Delulu.
Yeah, the Delulu. Yeah, the Delulu in me. Yeah, so that was quite awkward. Okay, I already know what your answer's going to be to this, but a little thirst trap here and there for the boys when they're ready.
Absolutely, it's
Left
got to be.
right?
So yeah.
Swipe right.
Swipe right. Yeah, it's got to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't go all out, but just a little video just to remind them I'm still that bitch. I'm
Forever.
still that bitch.
Forever that bitch.
Yeah. I think it's got to, I mean, I haven't really done it yet, but I feel like when you're feeling yourself and you're kind of like, I'm single.
Exactly, because you are single here, and when you have that confidence, when you're ready, you
eventually,
know. Eventually.
Not straight away. Eventually.
Eventually, because she's wholesome.
And keeping it classy.
She's keeping it classy.
Yeah.
What you won't see on social media is what's not classy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love a thirst trap. Like, I love posting a gym pic, like being in the gym, or like a little or like a get ready with me for the gym, and it's just and
you're
it's how
looking good.
Yeah, it's nice. Like, and then people are like, oh my god, and people comment and like, what do you mean? It's not me. It was my skincare routine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love that. Okay, going on a rebound date.
Oh, how soon are we talking?
I don't know. Let's throw you in the deep end. Would you go, say a guy you thought, oh, I thought he's really cute, but we've not really spoken, slid in your DMs today, Easter bank holiday weekend, you got Saturday, Sunday and Monday free, and he said, are you free tomorrow?
I honestly don't think I could.
And he was really nice.
I'd be like, politely, message me in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not healed yet.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So you're swiping left on that.
Yeah, I think for me personally.
And that's fair enough. And obviously everyone's very, very different. And
people cope differently as well.
People do cope differently. And being on a rebound date, whether it's you are the rebound or, you know, you've just broke up with them, it's a strange vibe because one of you will be talking about, because I've been there, one of you will be talking about how shit your recent relationship is, and you're just like counselling them over
yeah,
dinner.
basically. So it's a bit awkward, really.
Yeah,
Like,
because you get onto the conversation of relationships
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. But obviously you've never experienced that,
no,
have you? So
this is why I'm scared.
yeah.
Send help.
But this is getting you ready.
yeah.
And that is another good thing about a breakup is sometimes you want the person you're with, no matter how much you love them, to change.
Yeah.
No matter how big or how small these things are. And if they're not willing to change, one of you need to do something about it.
And I just feel like sometimes you can't change a person, and sadly, if you're not, you can be two different people and it just doesn't work. And you've just got to kind of accept that, like, things aren't going to change as much as you want them to.
Yeah.
And that's hard. It takes a lot, but
Yeah. And it's like you said, and it can be hard, but it's either you choose to accept something that maybe feels mediocre for the sake of staying and not evolving, or you can just that leap and the risk. Yeah, the leap and the risk has been taken.
Yeah.
And it might feel hard now, but you even if like you might get back together, whatever happens. I'm just throwing all this out there now, so we sound like we're not being nasty.
We're not nasty.
We're not
No
being
bad
nasty.
vibes.
No bad vibes. And you're just gonna look back and think, God.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll look
What
back
was
and think
that?
I've got my spark back.
And that
This
is the
was for the
main thing.
best.
Yeah, it's no
Yeah.
bad blood or whatever.
No.
But it's got to be done for yourself, and you are both so young.
Yeah.
And you both need to take that time for yourself and
Work on yourself.
work on yourself.
Hopefully, I'll find like a new talent or something.
I'm going to read the dilemma, and we're going to just sort of discuss it.
Okay.
And they want a little bit of advice. So we'll
Okay.
see what end of the spectrum. I'm like
See if we're on the
here.
same.
Lauren's like here. It's probably going to be quite different,
Yeah.
I reckon. So
Okay.
the dilemma is, I broke up with my boyfriend 2 years ago because he said he'd... Sorry, I'm going to say that again. I broke up with my boyfriend of 2 years because he said he wasn't ready to label things.
Oh.
Even though we lived together, shared a dog, and literally spent every weekend with his mum. A month after we ended things, he posted a soft launch of a pic of him holding hands with someone new at the same brunch spot we used to go to. I'm torn between thinking he emotionally cheated before we broke up, or whether I'm just bitter and overthinking. Do I unfollow? Do I confront him? Or post a thirst trap and move on?
Absolutely.
How relevant.
That is bizarre. How
Isn't it?
can you live with someone and not post them, but then
How can you... I'm confused that you haven't labelled each other for 2 years.
No.
Obviously, a label doesn't mean anything,
no, but like,
that's a relationship,
and then
right?
straight away with someone else?
Or was it friends with benefits and you just didn't know? Were you delulu to that situation?
Yeah, she could be. I mean, I would be posting that thirst trap. I think
You would
have
be
to.
so...
You've
Post
been
a
done
thirst
dirty.
trap.
Yeah.
I would do everything you said.
Yeah.
Make it known that you want to unfollow them.
Yeah.
In the confrontation. Because
Yeah.
you want to confront him. I would say, in the long message you're going to send about how much you hate him. Also, I haven't followed you.
Yeah.
And then, do you know what you could do?
What?
I would. This is what because I can be a bit of a psycho.
picture
I would
with another man?
send the thirst trap to him.
Okay.
And be like, this is what you're missing. This is like the GC, you ain't going to get this
the
candy ever
candy.
again. And then post it on socials.
Yeah. I
Probably
agree.
regret it, but that's me.
Yeah. No, show them what they're missing.
Show them what they're missing.
I just think that's a bit shady, not going to lie. Like, how can you be like that for 2 years, but then straight on the next?
Because what they said about the emotional cheating is quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously you don't know the guy's situation in the breakup, but if it's so fast after 2 years,
It makes you think.
it does make you question. I know it can make you quite insecure.
Yeah. And as someone who's like psycho, not with my actions, but up here, I would be thinking of every scenario.
Every scenario,
CSI. Like, right, when would they have a chance to do this?
and you do the
Where
Instagram
does she
stalk.
live? Where does she work? How do they know each other?
Yeah.
Something shady's going on there.
Something shady has gone on.
I don't know. That
And-
doesn't sound right to me.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that you've gone through that, but
Yeah, I know.
if
That's
this
very sad.
person has moved on anyway so fast, obviously there was maybe problems somewhere that you didn't know,
Yeah.
and it's 2 years too late.
Yeah.
No, is that the right saying? No,
Yeah.
no, 2
Is
years.
it all too late?
I don't know what we're trying to say now. 2 years. 2 years too long. Maybe
Wasted.
2 years wasted with someone who could
Gone.
move on that fast. So
Yeah.
obviously, right now it hurts, but do whatever you need to do to get it out of you.
Yeah.
Don't go too OTT because you will regret it when you
Yeah.
come back down to earth and you've healed, you moved on, you've gone through that girly, the nice healing
Yeah.
girly stage. Just, this is my advice, Lauren will give hers. Do the thirst trap if you want to, whatever makes you feel better, whatever makes you feel good in this
Yeah.
situation. Don't do it for him. do it for you.
I was lucky enough where I just had a transplant because my mum gave me a kidney.
And that's why you do mum skits. She's in you now.
Yeah, I had a live donor, which is my mum. But if I was waiting to have a transplant and my kidneys weren't working as well as they should, then I'd need dialysis.
And did that transplant and this health, almost like a health scare in a way, did that change you in any way?
Yeah. I know it sounds stupid. I had like a complete different outlook on life, right? Because like the problem is with me, I didn't actually know I had kidney disease. I didn't have symptoms. And they actually call it like a silent killer because people just die. And it turns out they have kidney disease, but didn't know. So I didn't know I had it. And I only had it, I had like a blood pressure thing, check, like by chance. And then they were like, my God, your blood pressure is like extremely high. I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, I'm hungover. They were like, no, like it's extremely high. You need to have a blood test. So I went to the doctors, had a blood test, and they said, you've got the kidney function of an 80-year-old person.
Wow. Okay.
And I was 19 and I was like, okay. And to be honest, I was really naive. At the time I was in uni, I just drink. You know what it's like. I was really naive. They were like, you got kidney failure. I was like, yeah, okay, thank you. Like I was so naive about it. I was just like a teenager, didn't give a fuck.
And you kept drinking?
Yeah. And I was just like, okay. But then I started taking medication and stuff. And then it was 2020 then, and I had a transplant. I was the last person in Wales to have a transplant, and they locked everything down for COVID. I was so lucky. And
if that didn't take place, would things would things have been a different story?
I may have had dialysis because I didn't know. It was a couple of months before they started doing operations and stuff again, I think. So I might have been on dialysis then because my kidneys had gone to a point where they just didn't work correctly anymore. Because what they like to do, they like to wait their kidneys to like just before they like drop off, then give you a transplant. So it prolongs the life of the new kidney. So, because if I had like 40% function and then had a transplant, that new kidney's going to waste.
Because it doesn't need to function 100% to be fine, does it, kidneys?
That's right, yes. But the two kidneys, my normal two kidneys, none of them work. Neither of them work. So I've only No. So I've only got one working. Yeah, I've only got one working kidney now, but I've still got my other two. They don't take them out. They leave them in there. Yeah, they don't. They only
got 3 kidneys.
Yeah, but only one work. So what they do, your kidneys are like in your back, but my new kidney is like just above my hip bone in the front because it connected to your bladder.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
You can feel your kidney?
Yeah. It's like a little bump like this, a little bump. But that's because I'm really slim, so you can feel it. But like you couldn't be able to feel it normally. But I am quite slim, so I can feel it sometimes.
That's mad.
Yeah, it is mad.
That's great. So they don't remove a kidney.
They don't take them out unless there's like an issue with them, if like infected or they're causing harm. But they're not. They're just not working, so they leave them in there. Otherwise, that's another operation and what for? Type of thing.
I see. That's so interesting. So the kidneys are just there.
Yeah.
Are they doing anything now?
No, they don't work. So they're just sitting there vibing.
And how are you now then in terms of your health?
Yeah, I'm good. So I went to the hospital last week actually for a checkup. I go every 3 months. So every 3 months, and I always have to go as well, by the way. There's like a misconception and people think you have a transplant and you're fine. Well, it doesn't because my kidney won't last forever. So I'll have to have another one. But that would be hopefully 20 years time, 25, 30 years time. But then that's when I probably have to go on like a register for that to wait to have one. And then dialysis more likely because my mum gave me a kidney. I know that worked because we matched. But what the future looks like for it, I do not know. But I'm hoping I can have it for like 2 decades or something.
So, and how do you feel knowing that there's technically a timeline on how you are at the moment? I know that's a really dark, dark question.
No, it is. I was like, I don't like to think about it because I used to think about it a lot and it used to fucking freak me out.
I don't want you to think about it.
No, you're fine. But I'm honestly, I'm an open book. But I used to think about it all the time. I used to get a bit like, almost like a lot of anxiety around it.
It's just, you can't ride the shit that happens to me. Like, the past 7 years has just taught me. I'm just like, just roll with the punches. Like, I've got no choice but to kind of laugh it off. But it's these kind of stuff, and unless someone asks me, I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. But some of the most silly shit happens, and you're like, this can't just happen to me. Until I have conversations like this, and I feel like it happens to a lot of people. Not necessarily the grinders, but the minor inconveniences.
Yeah, people are just a minor inconvenience, and I'd love to tell you what's been grinding my gears
Oh, please tell me.
recently, please, because I want to get this off my chest because I haven't said it to anyone or on social media. I'm getting sick to fucking death of people commenting on my TikToks saying, your fucking ear transplant looks shit. Get a receipt for your ear transplant. Listen to me. If you had a real profile picture, I'm sure I could slate the fuck out of you. But I wouldn't slate the fuck out of you. I've spent £6,500
I'll
on a
find
very
your mum
happy
instead.
hairline. I will find your mum and tell her to give you a fucking attitude check and stop being a fucking bully online. Unless you are my mum, then I don't know what you're doing. But it's pissing me off that people comment on the fact that I have spent money out of either pure jealousy or it does actually look like shit, and I'm so delusional that I think I've got a fucking weave on my head. But no, it fucks me off. I'm so it annoys me every time, and I bite back, and I don't want to bite back, but I do because I'm very passionate about my fucking hairline, and I even came on
Yeah,
one of your live shows and showed everyone my toupee under a waffle. Who does that? Me.
yeah. And I think it's
And I'm
fucking
annoyed.
rude. Also, did they
Thank you.
not see it at the start? Like, if you're going to slate it at the start. You can't slate it now. Like, the growth, if you pardon the pun, the growth that it's had, like, is, like, incredible. And, like, seeing, like, where you were, like, months ago from a confidence point of view, like, this version of James, like, is the James that I remember,
Yeah,
like,
thank
when
you.
we first met. So
Yeah,
again, it comes down to like fuck them. If they're commenting on your videos, it's engagement. They're boosting it for the
exactly. You're gonna
algorithms.
stay on my foot. You're gonna stay on my I'm on your
Exactly.
algorithm now.
And if anything, it's just kind of giving you ammunition because it's just like, well, actually, if you're taking time out of your sad little day to make a comment like that, well, then you're clearly doing something right, mate, because like you're getting the reaction that you wanted. Not the reaction that you wanted, sorry,
Mm.
but like, no, actually, I don't know where I was going with that, but fuck them.
Thank you. I did swear a lot in that moment, and I do apologize for swearing so much. But it just vexes me. I just think if you haven't got anything nice to say, just don't say it. And even if it does look like shit, I will be having a second one anyway. So you will have something else to complain about then, probably. But I just think people are jealous. I've loved
Yeah.
documenting the hair transplant journey because I've literally went on one of your live shows like 3 or 4 weeks after having surgery, and I looked like a fucking melon.
I think your
Like
face was still swollen as well.
my eyes were non-existent. And I'm there talking about being like, I'm usually the one that ends things and like,
Looking like that.
looking like
Are
that.
you
Yeah,
sure?
absolutely.
Because I was this close to ending my live show because you looked like that. I'm
Okay,
joking.
all right.
You looked
No.
great.
Bye, everyone. Don't follow Taylor James.
You told me to be like this.
Get into it. Taylor, am I able to say that you are part of the LGBTQIA plus community?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
You are, or I can say that.
I mean, you can say it, but that's how rumors start, James. No,
But I
yeah,
know you are.
definitely. But it's a point. Yeah, I was going to say. No, 100%. Like, I don't know why you're asking questions that you know the answers to. But yeah, no, it's a point
It was
that I
meant to be
wouldn't
like
have.
a segue.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Terrible
I just completely
segue.
ruined that. Yes.
No, it's fine. No, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, you did. No, it's fine. But to be fair, right, I'm gonna just to go back to it. On the live show, I tried to pull out of you in front of your boyfriend about you having a threesome, and you were like, "I'm not gonna answer that question. My boyfriend
And his
is in front of me."
friends.
So I turned to him and said, "Would it be a problem?"
I think it was the open relationship comment as well. I think you said, I was
Yeah.
like, no. Whereas I think it was like a week before the live show, we'd had a conversation about being open. I was like, my sister's in the audience, his friends are in the audience, and this is also being recorded. So I was like, I'm not going to answer this right now. So yeah, thank you for that.
No,
But no, it's
so
all
how has
good.
the
It's all
open
good.
relationship advanced? Has it advanced?
In somewhat, it has. Like, well, in a way it has, in a way it hasn't, because I'm now single, so, but we're very much still on great terms. Like, we spend quite a lot of time together, but it is that kind of like, not necessarily friends with benefits, but it's very open. There's a lot of communication. he's speaking to other people, like I've spoken to other people, we've tried to connect with different people. So it's very, I would say we're very open, but we're just not in a relationship. That makes no sense.
So you've literally just said friends with benefits.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at.
Listen, a friends with benefits is better than a relationship these days. Don't need no man dragging us down.
But
Unless he wasn't dragging you
like
down.
context with it. No.
Yeah, of course.
But that's the thing. Like you've met him. He's a diamond. Like I won't.
Very nice. Yeah.
I won't have anyone like say a bad word like against him. He's incredible.
Oh, I should change all my notes now. I check.
I've just had to change mine as well. But we both met at a time when he was just coming out of a relationship. I was just getting comfortable being open about like my sexuality and stuff like that. And we just kind of stuck together. Whereas I feel like there was things that he needed to explore and kind of get out of his system. There was things that I still need to explore and get out of my system. So we just kind of like had a conversation, whereas I feel like we are very good together, but we're kind of limiting ourselves. And I feel like there's still so much to kind of explore, like what we like, what we don't like. And yeah, who knows what the future holds. But right now we're very much like on two kind of like exploration paths, like separately. But we've both got the full support of each other. Like I will forever clap for him. He's a brilliant guy, and vice versa. Like he's been very understanding. Like I was the kind of one who brought up the conversation in the first place about separating and kind of doing what we need to do and like exploring. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy conversation to have.
No, I bet.
But yeah, we're in a very, very good place now. And it's exciting. Like I'm loving kind of like chatting to new people and not having that like almost like the guilt of like, oh, I'm talking, it gets a bit flirty. And like last weekend we had the conversation that he was doing the same, and it was like, oh, so what are they like? And you know, it was just like a really nice conversation that can be had. That
really
is very supportive. And I think I've been very lucky with that kind of journey as well. Like I've never struggled with my sexuality like a lot of other people have. I hate that other people do struggle. But I feel like, it's all happened very naturally for me. I can't remember what the question was. Yes.
No, it's fine. It's yeah. Yeah. So in terms of you both now exploring your new pathways in sex relationships, then let's say,
yeah,
have you always been comfortable with your sexuality in the sense of being sort of open about it, or would you say this exploration has now come from the fact that you maybe opened up later in life, so now you're trying to figure out where you're going to take yourself in the landscape of the community?
Yeah, no, I completely, like the second part to that, like I feel like I was very late to the party. Like I've never struggled with my sexuality or sex, but it was just something that I just kind of closed myself off like for a huge period of time. And I was the family man at home. I was kind of playing a role that wasn't mine to play. So then when the podcast started and I started to kind of have different conversations with people about sexuality and being open, I was like, oh, well, maybe there is something there. Maybe like, how do I know unless I've tried it? And I kind of haven't looked back really, because now I feel very comfortable like saying like I'm part of the community. Like I class myself as bisexual, like I'm attracted both to men and female. But then on the flip side of that, it's very much like, well, I'm attracted to a lot of people who are ambitious. If they can make me laugh, like it's the connection, like that side of things that until having these kind of conversations, I didn't think were a thing. I thought it was very much like, well, if you're attracted to men, you're gay. If you're attracted to female, you're straight. Like I didn't realize like how much of a spectrum it actually is. And it was actually, I was having a conversation with Demi Sims on the podcast about it, about us both feeling like at certain points of our life of being like asexual. And it wasn't until having those kind of conversations, I was like, oh my God, like there's a whole world out there.
For darking. And so there's that spot by the toilets. And I just thought kids went up there to smoke weed and they just sat in their cars. Oh, no, bitch. I was walking my friend's dog with her nephew. We'd walked up there the one day. This guy swung the door open and he was like, do you want to watch fuck my wife? I was like...
With your nephew?
No, her nephew.
Her nephew,
Yeah,
right.
we were walking the dog for her. And I was like, you what? Do you want to watch me fuck my wife? And she had like one of those, you know, like a Venetian masks with the feathers.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, go on, it really turns me on. Like, I genuinely have got like a Highland Westie dog and a mutt, like, with me.
And how old was the child?
So, I say child, teenager.
Child
so
was a teenager?
19.
Oh, well, they knew what was happening.
When's the last time you saw a lady whop a fucking Venetian mask out and ask her, can you watch my husband fuck me? It's a bit of an eye-opener. I've just gone up to watch, you know, what do they call it? One of the Switzerland of Newport.
Yeah.
Just go and see the view and walk the dogs and be healthy. And
when you say swing the door open, what did they swing open?
The car door. Literally, and they were both bollock fucking naked.
It was in the afternoon?
Yeah.
No.
Honest to God. And these people there. And then, obviously, there was a big thing on Channel 4 about this programme, Dogging.
And this is the Ridgeway, isn't it?
This is the Ridgeway, yeah.
Yeah,
and it still goes on now. And I just thought, as kids haven't got anywhere to smoke. You know, they just want to be left. They don't want their parents to know. No, I said, fucking tatty tits, swinging the door open on me. Do I want to watch your husband fucking? No, thank you, love.
You just said no, and what's off?
But what do you say? Like, genuinely. But I know there are people that would go, oh, yeah, go on, then. Do you know what I mean? And
what, so you were just sat in the car?
Well, no, I didn't get in the car.
No, is that what would have happened? Someone would have just
gone. No, so they open the car doors and the bonnets, and people just gather round to watch.
I can't. That's insane, isn't it?
On our doorstep, James.
Well, now I know where to go.
Nowhere to go.
I know
but
where
then,
to go.
But we didn't I didn't have that exposure. Like, I don't know about glory holes. Saunas I learned about.
There's a sauna. There's a sauna like 20 minutes from us right now. Never been.
I don't believe that.
Never been.
Genuinely?
I was asked yesterday, actually. Someone said, "Do you want to go to the gay sauna?" And I said, "No."
I knew the guy that cleaned it. If that helps.
No, because I think what makes me feel a bit funny about going into a gay sauna is you have to be like completely butt naked.
You don't.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's days where you can go and there's towels, but the general consensus is naked.
I don't mind going. I wouldn't mind going to a sauna that's friendly for everyone. But if I wanted to do something with a person, then I wouldn't. That person can see whatever. But if it's just generally sitting there in the jacuzzi having a chit chat, I don't want everyone seeing.
If I'm sat there in the jacuzzi having a cup of tea, whatever, cocktail, and then someone just turns to me and goes, "Fancy a wank?" Yeah. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
That's, to me, I don't know how I would deal with those kinds of scenarios because I don't.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Generation.
Yeah, okay.
No, but genuinely, like, I'm not a prude, but I don't know how to deal with those kinds of scenarios.
I guess that's good. You still got some innocence left.
I don't know.
Some small amount.
Wee bit.
Oh, well.
But I genuinely, not am uncomfortable with sex, but sit there and have some man that you don't know go, "Do you fancy a wank?" And they're not even ask like for my phone number or, you know, what's my favourite drink. Like, we got to have a connection for
today's sponsor of the podcast is the Greenhouse in Newport.
Yeah. But genuinely, like, you haven't even bought me a drink.
Yeah.
You know, you don't even know what my favourite pudding is. You want to stick your hands on
on these dating apps, literally half the time.
That's why you can just download people.
This is what it looks like. Would you like to go? And half the time it's like, yeah, within 30 minutes. Wham, bam.
I mean, look at you. That one you came in, you had a whole story.
What was the story?
He had a brand new carpet. He had a lovely door.
We're going to move on to Auntie Al being raw and filtered and even more honest than he already has been.
This is my dear Deirdre moment. I've been waiting for this.
It is.
The Sun will pick me up to run the column next.
I hope they do, because it's
should.
fantastic.
They should do. Let's go. Give it to me, girl.
Oh, hang on, I've got to explain it to everyone listening.
Oh, I thought,
hang on. You know what? Alex knows what's coming. So, Alex knows what's coming. I have asked all my lovely listeners and followers across TikTok, Instagram, podcasts, Spotify and YouTube to send in some potential dilemmas, confessions, etc., etc. And Some of them are outrageous, some of them are quite fun, some of them are so PG, but we've picked a few.
Okay.
I say we. I've picked a
You
few
picked a
that
few.
I'm
I'm
going to
completely.
read.
I just want to, because you said I can be completely.
So he's going to go
I can be
completely
myself.
balls to the wall, be yourself, give the advice that people need, not
The
want,
need, not want.
need.
Yeah,
What people need to hear, not want to hear.
Yes.
Okay, so if you've got to upset a few people,
that's fine
you're going to have to do that.
because it comes with love.
And it comes with love.
Yeah, it does.
Or just comes.
If I didn't care, I wouldn't say. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to know the answer, don't ask me.
And sometimes the things I do, I've done after, and then I tell Alex because I'm scared of.
Because you know I'm going to go on James.
I'm scared of the shame. Right, first of all, I've read the first bit. Do you know what airdrop is?
No.
So airdrop is like sending someone, like on iPhones, you can send pictures to each other via something called airdrop.
Is it like Bluetooth?
Basically.
Infrared?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
the
we'll go with
infrared
that.
for the girlies who were born in 1980.
See, I told you it was bad.
So it says, first one, I accidentally airdropped a nude to a stranger at a drag brunch recently, and now that stranger is dating my ex. I only found out because they posted a pic from the same bed I bought for me and my ex. I recognised the IKEA throw. Chris face.
This, honestly.
Part of me thinks the nude was fate, but now I kind of want him back. Should I come clean and say I was the mystery sender, or should I enjoy the drama in silence?
Well, my first thing is you could probably get away with not saying anything because if you're dating that person already and they don't recognise that dick, they obviously won't suck in it for very long. Because when you're with somebody, you know, you learn about their body, you know their body. So that's number one. Number two, why were they in the same vicinity as this other person? Is the dick sender a little stalkery?
Well, yeah, that's the thing that got me.
Because I really struggle with why you were there. You know, because we've all done that. I'll get you, my pretty.
Yeah.
Because they're obviously bitter about the bed and the throw. Because why mention it?
Yeah. So basically, they airdropped a nude to a stranger at a drag brunch, and now that stranger is dating this person's ex. But they only knew because they saw it.
Wait,
They saw the picture. So the picture that was sent from airdrop was from the stranger. But the person they got sent the picture...
Oh, I'm thinking they did it to them. It was the other way around.
Yeah.
So they got a picture of themselves, a stranger.
Yeah.
Ah, now I'm back.
Yeah.
So no. Well, I still want to know why they were there anyway in that facility. That sounds a bit...
Well, a drag brunch?
Yeah, but where was the boyfriend?
Oh, right, okay, well...
Was it like, I'm going to go there and see what he's really like? I want to see this bitch up close.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I've been dumped. I'm a mistake. You know, it's a difficult one because the technology thing like gets in the way. Like for me, turn all your fucking facilities off. If you don't want danger, Will Robinson, you make sure all that shit is turned off before you go. And then, you know, like they put these card protectors on to stop you getting scammed.
Yeah.
Turn the facilities off your phone if you don't want people seeing your dick pictures.
Okay. And what gets me is the gayness of this is I recognise the IKEA throw.
The throw?
The throw from IKEA. The Husbesleimen, that's what it would be called, wouldn't it? Something Swedish.
Husbesleimen.
Something Swedish. They call all their products something Swedish.
The Fajanga.
Yeah.
Yeah. I recognise the Fajanga throw.
My girlfriend thinks I go on monthly wellness retreats for mental clarity, but I'm actually going to a very exclusive underground sex club in Amsterdam, like Wise Eyed Shut, but with lube and glitter. I wear a mask and use a fake name,
This is like that doc in earlier.
which they put in brackets Antonio, which I love. I've made friends, we have a WhatsApp group. I swear I love my girlfriend, but nothing clears my head like being chained to a rotating platform surrounded by strangers.
I mean, the fact you have to justify you loved your girlfriend and you leave her once a month to go be watched by people, go around like Puss in Boots. I mean, that's questionable. Are you looking for validation or is that a question?
Yeah, no, it really is. And it's nice that there's so much diversity on social media as well, from people who are like actual experts, people who are just enthusiasts. And you've got like obviously lots of different genders who express themselves through beauty, skincare, and makeup. And that's what I love to see on social media as well. Like, you've got people like yourself with a skin condition who is able to talk so openly and freely on top of that. And then there's people like, I don't know, myself, for example. I love doing skincare and makeup. I love doing makeup looks. My makeup look never changes, but I love talking about it in a way of how men can use simple little tips and tricks to elevate so naturally and just feel that much more confident, because that's what it is to me, is about using beauty products to enhance that confidence, and it just changes your life in so many ways, just having that confidence.
No, it does. It's like a new outfit. Like, nothing feels better than wearing like a brand new outfit, does it? Like, when it goes to plan. There's sometimes outfits that don't go to plan, but when they do go to plan, it makes you feel so good. And that's exactly the same with makeup and skincare. Yeah,
it's nice. And when it goes the right way, it's almost like you feel like you've got a little rainbow following you behind you. Like, you are that unicorn. Like, no one's ever seen me look like this before.
Yeah. No, I love it.
And do you feel like, especially within the men's beauty space, do you feel like there's any myths that we should just get rid of within the men's skincare beauty spaces?
Oh, there are a few. So, to be honest, this is one thing that I actually wished more companies did, was make skincare more appealing to men, because men can use all skincare. They can. There are products that are designed for men's skin, but they can use anything. And I think, especially like luxurious brands, they can tend to go for like purple designs, gold designs, pink designs, and not necessarily a man's going to want that. But I mean, Kiehl's is an amazing brand for that. They have got their men's range, but even their unisex range is completely, it looks unisex, doesn't it? It doesn't necessarily scream a gender. So I think definitely the first myth is that men can use any skincare, and that men should use skincare. Like, there's so many men that think like, oh, I don't need to. My skin's, it just does what it does. No, you will feel so much better, like your dad did. You will see that glow. You'll feel better in yourself, and obviously sun protection as well.
Yes,
every skin needs, always. But yeah, no, I think there are quite a lot of myths, but I think just encouraging all genders to just start with a simple routine is the best place to start. We know probably mine and your skincare routines are quite large. But
what are you trying to
not
say?
The best examples. We got like a line, but you can start with just one or two products. It doesn't have to be scary, and you end up building your way up because you love the way your skin feels. You love the way that you feel with your skincare, and you become obsessed like me and you.
Yes, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? And I think I'd like to add something onto that, especially like, I don't know how to even describe it, but some skincare smells so gender, in air quotes, specific. Yeah. And sometimes it just doesn't need that.
Yeah.
Either, do you know?
I know what you mean. Yeah, a lot of it goes for like, they tend to go for like floral, so you tend to smell quite a lot of rose in skincare, and it's mainly in there really for that luxurious touch. But like you said, regardless of gender as well, people might not like the scent of rose. So it's just really about finding skincare that is right for you. If you do like a scent, then, definitely go for those scented ones, because it is really luxurious. But yeah, I think I personally use a lot of non-scented skincare myself.
Yeah, no, and that obviously, as we know, like, some scents is fine. It just depends on sort of what ingredients are in it that can make your skin react in certain ways. But of course, that we know that. No, actually, I can't. Actually, no. I'm not going to say we know that, because not everybody knows that.
No, and this goes down to your own skin types. Like, I know some people's skin that can deal with literally every ingredient in the world. Like, their skin doesn't even batter an eyelid, whereas some of us have really sensitive skin. So it is really about like experimenting with your skincare. But I would say if you're new to skincare, try and start with those that are fragrance free, and then you can maybe start to try ones that are fragranced if you want to.
And why do you feel like looking after your skin is a form of self-love?
I see it as, our skin is our biggest organ, and we all take self-care when it comes to fitness, when it comes to diet, when it comes to hygiene, and our skin's just another part of that. Like, I don't think it should be missed. And especially when it does come to like the sun protection and stuff, the sun is the biggest factor of aging, and obviously with skin cancers as well. So it's not only for us to feel good, it's also a general health for me. I think it is generally staying healthy, reducing those risks, and keeping our skin well and healthy, as well as feeling good.
Psychic. You just don't realise you're psychic. So anyway, I was having a mediumship reading with this lady, and she brought my nana through, and I was blown away by the information that I was given. So she advised me to start to meditate for the anxiety. So I started to meditate, and then I started to join her workshops and circles, and then I was told by spirit that I could hear them. So with that is clairaudience. So then you don't hear them like they're talking in your ear. It's more of your mind's voice, like a telepathy type of feeling. And also you feel spirit, hear spirit, smell spirit, taste spirit, and it's all feeling and sensing. So it gradually grew over the years, and I started to get confident with the information I was receiving. So then I started to give messages to people and give readings to people and just give comfort to them when they had lost their loved ones. And it is a honour and a privilege to be able to do it, because it is life-changing, and it needs to be done correctly and for the right reasons.
And very talented, I might add, in the way you do it, because there's a lot of people who claim they're psychic or they claim they're a medium when really they don't know what they're talking about, and it's quite dangerous sometimes. I've had my own readings where someone's told me I've got negative energy attached to me, and it's quite scary. And the world of psychic mediumship can be quite an interesting world, can't it? Really, it's not all love and light, is it?
I have never experienced anything negative. I've heard spirit swear, and I've heard spirit speak how they would have spoke here, because you have to remember that they come through with their personality. So if they swore and smoked and drunk, that's how they're going to be coming through, and you have to describe that person. And I like evidence. I will not work with anybody if I do not give evidence. I will not do it. And the spirit world know that as well. So, because I'm skeptical and I want to know that I'm giving the truth. So yeah, I've never, as I said, I've never experienced anything negative. I've heard other people experience negative things. I've gone to houses that they said was haunted. I've been to haunted houses all over the world. James has been to a few with me. We've been to the Skirrid Inn. And I've never experienced anything negative. I've experienced spirit in every one of them. But it is normally our spirit friends and our family. I think a lot of it comes from your mind, how you are in your mental state. If you're negative and you've got negative thoughts, you're going to feel negative things. But that doesn't mean to say that the spirit world are negative, because I don't believe that the people that I work with are negative. There are obviously lower energies, but you will sense them like you would sense them here. So you would tell them to go away.
How do you handle skepticism?
I have tried in the beginning to explain to a family member about mediumship and what we do, and they're all very, when you're dead, you're dead. They don't believe in it at all. So now I don't bother. That's it.
And let people think what they want to think, and even if it's in a tunnel vision, it's not the right. I don't believe it's right. You should be more open-minded, I think.
It's their life, their lessons they have to learn, and if they want to delve into it and find out a bit more, or if they want to just be closed in a box, then that's up to them.
Yeah, it's well, the way anyone lives their life is mostly up to them, isn't it? But if having a spiritual parent and growing up almost spiritual, I guess, or with spirituality and the way of the world in that way, it's life-changing in the sense of you kind of feel a different understanding to the world, how other people maybe think and approach things quite negatively. Even if, I do say this sometimes, even if all of this isn't real for some way or reason, I prefer to think like it than to think constantly like, oh, why is this always happening to me? I'm always like, I'm always having a bad time. There's always maybe a reason for it. Because there's like life paths you can choose, isn't there?
I think there's always going to be a beginning and an end, and whichever path that you take, I don't think that is set in stone where people say, oh, you have a path to follow. I think you can go down different paths and do different things, but you are going to end up in the same ending sort of thing. But I know the spirit world, I know the people that I work with, and they just want you to have fun. They want you to enjoy your life. Do everything that you can, as long as it's good for you and makes you happy.
And good for the world.
And good for the world, good for the planet.
How do you prepare for a psychic reading?
I get very nervous. I only do private readings at the house. I don't go to churches. I have been to churches. I'm not against the churches, but I just don't feel comfortable standing up giving messages. So if somebody's coming to the house, I like to make sure that I'm dressed, tidy. I'll brush my teeth. It's a little bit of a routine. It's really strange. And I'll give myself 30 minutes before they come, and I'll be really nervous. So I have to put like bouncy music on because I have to have a lot of energy. Otherwise I get tired quick. So, and I also sit with spirit then as well, and we'll draw either the spirit person coming through, or it has been known to, I've drawn the sitter coming to the door, which is quite interesting. And the movement in the hand is very different when you have spirit drawing with you.
Yeah, so like this really nice blanket or tablecloth with a tarot card, angel card, and a crystal ball.
Yes, I have a crystal ball. I have many tarot cards, and I don't use any of them, I'm afraid. I've got it all, but I've never found it. I never found that it has helped me. I just work with the spirit world, tune in, and I just put it there just as to set up the atmosphere, and yeah, so it looks witchy woo.
My mum has been drawing for about 2 years.
2021 I started.
2021 she started. So what inspired you to create art?
I've always followed a psychic medium called Sandy Ingham, and she works with a guy called Leo, and I've always been fascinated how she draws spirit people. So my journey of artwork began with drawing spirits. So I sat in a workshop with Sandy Ingham in 2021 over Zoom, and started to enjoy learning to draw and getting the structure of the face correct with the nose, the eyes, the mouth, not just like squiggles and things. I wanted to do it properly because I think I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but I do like realism.
All the time, every single day, she'll draw for at least 2 hours in the afternoon, 2 hours in the evening, and whatever I'm doing or my dad is doing. Have a look at this a minute. Can you have a look at this? What do you think it looks like? And it looks exactly how it should look, whatever she's drawing, whether it's a dog, a horse, or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, it looks amazing. It looks like it does on the screen. And then she'll go, what about the eye? What does the eye look like? Would you think the eye looks like this and it looks like that? And I'm like, it just looks like the eye it should look like. I have no idea how to answer you other than, yeah, it looks really good. Or he would draw a dog the other day on a pillow and was like, what do you think of this pillow? And it just looked like a pillow, which is great. You know, it looked really, quite realistic. And I'll have to do more on it. And in my eyes, I can't see what else needs to be done.
After drawing in spirit, I started to explore soft pastels and coloured pencils, and I meditated, and spirit showed me, I asked spirit, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? And they showed me colour paintings. So about 6 months later then I started to dabble with soft pastel, and I started to try and learn to colour. So my drawing ability and my pastel and colour work has been since 2 years now. I would think I started 2 years ago, and acrylic paint as well. And I've started to do commissions for people, and people have been buying my artwork. So I'm still learning. I'm still growing as an artist, and as a medium, I'm still learning and growing. But I'm enjoying it. I think it's helping me.
I agree. I think it's helping you as well. And my last question for the art, because I've always been curious, but I've never really asked you, I guess. So I guess this is the perfect time to ask you. The art that you create or the portraits that you do and commission, do you feel like anything you do reflects your personal life experiences and how you draw?
In animals, no, I don't think it does. Because I'm copying a reference picture, but when I draw the spirit people, I can't see them. So I'm not sure how to answer that question, James. My brain's gone.
Is that a hard? That's probably a hard question to ask, really. Yeah. Let me ask a different way. Well, so what is it that you enjoy the most about the art that you do?
I find it very rewarding, not in a monetary way, in a confidence way, because I didn't think I could draw like that. I do wish I had started it a long time ago, but I'm 60 this year, so I'm just growing and I'm loving what I'm doing and loving what we're creating, and that's with the spirit world. Working with spirit guide portraits as well. Some of them are amazing, and I would like to start doing colour spirit guides.
Yeah. Like with auras?
No, just like painting it like a person, like with flesh, and with their gowns and whatever clothes they're wearing.
And how can you develop that skill?
By doing it.
Oh, okay.
Just by doing it and learning how to do it.
Okay. These questions are too difficult.
No. Am I giving you one answer thingies?
No, I just asked. I'm just curious.
No, they're not difficult. It's just that how would I? It's more of just getting in there and doing it, learning how to do it, exploring.
No, it's true, and like we always say, my sisters and I, that there's not really a talented bone in any of our bodies in the sense of being that artistic or creative in the sense of things on paper. So for my mum to be is really nice to see. I'm creative in ways of, I guess, social media and putting things together like this and being able to work with technology, I guess. And then my other sister, Leah, she's quite intelligent in other ways, and Jennifer's really intelligent in other ways. So to see your artistic skills come out of nowhere.
Yeah, but what you got to realise is nobody knows that they can do something until I actually try and do it and then learn to do it properly. So that's cooking, painting, drawing, woodwork, anything. Anybody can do anything, really. But you just got to learn how to do it.
And we're going to give my mum a chance to plug her social. So at the end of all this, you'll be able to see some of her drawings anyway and get a commission, hopefully. So
yes, that
we're
would be great.
Book it all in.